Okay, I had a point, John, to you. We're going to try the article on why DJ ruined John Kent. Presented in a modified series, if you haven't seen it for you, John gave me a bullet, camera, but the hell. I don't know where to go. I'm so pissed off with anger, I know where to go. But Tibia, I bet you heard you like a mother gone. Okay, I'm happy that off kid gone. I'm glad the kid has the off sweet. I hate that kid. That kid gone forever. I don't want to do that kid ever again. And yet, she could take my face in a book on my bag and get the review, but honestly, let's be honest, the book was really not that interesting, got boring, really not that great. The one thing that came out of madness at the age where Jenny was gone, and the only thing that I care about getting at the girls. And Dreamer got to the killer. So, yay for that. But honestly, as I said before all the time, I don't care about Dreamer. She's not a bad character, she's just not interesting to me. I don't care. But that's not the main topic. The main topic is how did DC ruin John Kent? And for one comment, I can't agree with for one, but I haven't seen it for years. But I did point the guy would cover the article, but I will have to find about this reason, about this topic. So, if it's fun, then comment.com for giving me the energy to do this. I should have done it ready days ago, but better than never. So, let's get a post shot, shall we? Hey, get me, take one, and I'm gonna what did John Sam Kent Superboy, and they still don't know what to do with him. Their word, not mine. Yep. Now, do we want to talk about anything new? But as you well know, John is my very favorite character. I love his character. I don't care about him. I don't care about him. Heck, I said one more time, my favorite bird, John, and we'll tell him something about me to kid, and she gets it today. I said, my bad idea. I don't know what to do with him. I've seen the idiom for previous 17-year-old bad idea. And I mean, it was a whole decision that they don't know do, and John McCain did not do the mistake. He doesn't put that on the show, know what to go. Is it how Russia moved on? I would move on at this point then under the awful damage. Again, what I mean by that? Well, you'll find out. So, talk about anything news. Yep. So, your show. See ya. Alright, as you can tell my intro, actually, you can tell my intro about this news. Why? You'll find out. What's the story? I'll quote an article about IHaveACombo.com, and I quote, DC ruined John Sam Kent, and they still don't know what to do with him. Their word, not mine. Yep. John Sam Kent, the son of Superman Rose Reign, born after converting of dying worlds, and we were seeking the part of DC Universe. Yeah, here's the thing about that. Yes, that part is true. One during conversions, but here's the thing they keep forget. That story took place in a tiny book, I think, to Superman. And it also about fight from Batman. Yeah, for those who don't know his history, John was born during conversions, yes, but then when Fight from Batman, they helped him, and they helped, Fight from Batman did help to get, his son, John. I think that's pretty cool, and that's what they got, John and Sam Kent, yep. John and Sam Kent, yep. And I love you all, and always, the end, yep. It was such a great story. It's so cute and happy, yep. And honestly, full disclosure, this was the best tie-in to that event ever. The main event was crap, but that story really was the best thing ever. Dan Jurgen knew what he was doing, made all the story, and awesome. If you not like the story, I highly recommend you pick it up really good, doing all the story. Plus, hey, the point. That story also gave out to you, this book is awesome. I highly recommend checking it out, it's really good, it's really awesome, and it's really amazing. Go check it out, I recommend it. I know it's old at this point, obsolete, but you know what? I don't care, it's awesome. To be fair, we don't also retcon converting out of existence and did give a new John Kent origin with him being born for the Saw Dude. But yes, I know Tom Taylor explained well, I see what Bruce, Tom Taylor borrowed a lot of his stuff from Rebirth, and Rebirth far better. Tom Taylor's origin was just confusing, and it just made no sense. I'm more a fan of this book actually with John, way more in Johnny than Tom Taylor's nonsense. Anyway, that's all of it. Continue. It also said, I quote, when he turned 10, he became the new Superboy, felt kind of his dad, and probably loved it. Yep, that part is true. Which I will always maintain the day I die. John says you read well, I 10-year-old boy and a great awesome kid. I just said before, John, at the 80 I would have terrible fucking idea. I would never have said I wanted. We should have got this kid more in our story. Well, man, all the fun. And even better, Superman, we got that right. But this is shit from Ben is all in horrible. No, this is all the garbage. This work goes great. I would maintain the day I wanted to go. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Continue. It also said, I quote, we died in the public loved it. John was sick up to Superman Midford and status quo that hadn't happened in years, and every scene he was carried the potential to show us something entirely new. Yep, at the main time we never got to see Superman like his own son. We never got that story in the main DC event, and we never got to start playing it worked. It was great. In fact, for the score to leave it with about the average, we actually fucking worked. It fucking failed. We'll get that way. I want to say about that shit. Continue. The Elder said, I quote, which is very rare in the comic world. Yep. And yet, before John Kent could even reach the peak of his potential as a character, he would unceremoniously and irrevocably change. Okay. No. Okay, I know unceremonious. I know what that word means. But irrevocably, yeah, that part is true. Yep. He would age up from a pre-dangerous 17-year-old character and never come close to recovering from that mistake. Because he didn't know what to do with him. Yeah, actually true. Shocker! Like the same age of a character who had so much potential to move forward and they fuck it up. Who would have guessed? Oh wait, I knew what they fucking was a whole idea to say that Sherman left a long time ago. I've seen it for years. But that's just me. Continue. They also said, I quote, the John Kent problem. Yep. John Kent started as something we've never seen done permanently before. The son of Superman. He was entirely new, and with his existence, he brought out a new side of everyone in the Superman family, especially Lois and Clark. He was well liked as a character and had absolute incredible dynamic with Damian Wayne, with the Super Sons, still being loved as the absolute peak of low-stakes buddy cop, young Hilda Avengers. Yep, I agree. Having that Super Son awesome women in the day to day. Not this piece of awful. This was great. This was fantastic. Was the best thing ever. This was amazing. And I got thrown away for garbage. But this piece of shit. Fuck shit like a murder. I want him gone. And I'm glad he's gone. I don't do that awful character again. Secret Six fixed that awful mistake. Problem solved. We got that awful character. Now we give it to Super Son back and be happy. I want it back, damn it. But I've been saying that for years. Continue. They also said, I quote, still being loved at absolute peak low state and buddy cop young hero adventure. And then the arbitrary and loud build-up he would age from kid fans was still getting to know into a very different young adult. No shit! It was a horrible idea, but they fucking wanted DC on no mistake! Continue. The also said, inherently, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. What? Bullshit! Fuck off! No. Stop. Bull fucking shit. This was a bad thing. We got no good story. Oh shit. Continue. As well, it pulled out all the potential story young John Kent had and destroyed the next he had with Damon. It opened the door for a lot of insane avenues to explore this. What insane avenues? What are you talking about? Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. They're referring to a Jedi America shit. Fuck off. No one liked that shit. It was a whole idea. It was a whole failure. But then we got this argument with the Hunter and Just Human. Yeah, tell them to say it all got that terrible story. Me and mine what the story was. Oh wait, I don't mind it. Oh shit. Because all these young guys tried to hug a monster. Because there's Jay there. I live in Jay. A different Jay, my different universe. Fuck off. I don't get it down with that shit. The whole story of motherfucking garbage. Like, I like hug my tyrant dad because I'm an idiot. Moron! God, you're so dumb. Okay, I can make that cosplay was made. I love that cosplay. It was awesome. You got a point. My point is, we want more of this shit. Not particularly about this garbage. Ugh. I know I hate this shit. It's so garbage. Like, what the fuck? Like, we want more of this. Not him. Not John Kent. You know, I still made it. We got bring the character back and undo the damage and said that's the John we have now. And John we know to be sick. We need to be rescued. I've seen that for years, but that's all of it. Continue. It also said, I quote, the problem is they didn't explore this at all. John would age up and then proceed to do nothing with him. Oh! Now you agree with me on this? That they know him for years? Shocker. It looks like I was right, but they fucking won. Who called it? Me! That didn't my point. I was right. I called it. I knew this was a whole fucking idea. Who was right? Me! That's right, me! I was right, but they fucking won. Shocker. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Continue. They also said, I quote, the problem is they didn't exploit it at all. John went aged up and proceeded to do nothing with him. Sure, the immediate shock of a true leader and injected some drama in the stream of the story. But that's it. It made John Dad's story more angsty while doing nothing to advance his own. Gee, I wonder why. It's almost like they Benny fool a great story for shit. Who would guess? Oh wait, everyone knew about that fucking horrible, shitty, awful piece of shit of a story that made nowhere. Oh shit. But this is awful and I let that go. We went from this great character, not that, from basically Mr. Odd to the Sunshine Man to him, not because you're all shit. And for all the good story potential, for shit. And what we get with the story? Nothing! We all get garbage. Secret, they're not interestingly not in the story, and let's say about the story the better. I will review that story on future review in the future when it comes on trade. Because I want to say it with that book, and that'd be pretty. But you ain't pointing that shit. Let that go. But okay, I know some people said that's fine. I'll probably tune in and glad to like that book. I personally not like that book. I just found the book to be dumb. But that's me. Look, I'm glad I made a point. But my point, we did Autumn Kid, and we made a lot of the stories with shit. We just really did not count. That book is horrible. Continue. It also said, quote, instead of staying with his family and showing us how he built up a connection with them, John is being shot off to the future to join the League of Superheroes. And a bad one that went nowhere. That's a funny to me, John. The bad realized is awful, and they're right. What do we get by his reason? Nothing! It's all shit! In fact, gentlemen, I had a simple fine Benny was a superhero one on one piece of book ever. That book was garbage! What? That book made no sense, it was fucking dumb! But then we can do with your superheroes. Yeah? Where did we get for that story? Nothing! He did sound though! Yeah, I think he measured with mine! Did people forget about the sound of measured John can mine and made it fall over there? What the fuck? Oh my god, that's any more fucking one for holy shit, that's fucking awful. Oh my god. The more I think about it, the more my anger and my rage comes out. What the fuck is Benny thinking? I should have thought about that years ago. I should have done. That book is so dumb. What the fuck? My point, it's so dumb and stupid. Like, this is awful. What the fuck? Ugh. Well, I've been saying it for years, this is a whole fucking idea. Tell story all shit. And then what? Ben read what an awful book that made no sense. I'm gonna make a point. Continue. They also said that. I know I'm beyond ramming this point, but this article makes a good point. They're right. No story is gonna be horrible. Continue. Then when he came back, it was clear that DC was trying to fast track him into inheriting the Superman mantle as part of the 5G relaunch. Yeah, a terrible idea, that all garbage and all the whole idea. 5G all shit. Which would see most of DC's main heroes be replaced by new characters taking out their legacy. They buried and pretended for years with a story and all but got John Kerr to force him to get the Lord Superman. Yep, way too quickly. Yep, they're right. And then the 5G initiative fell through and became the Future State event, which did lead the Clark Green Earth, and John became the main Superman. Bullshit. No, bullshit. Okay, yes, that's it. Future State was 5G. Let's be real. Future State was 5G that went through the plan. Oh, let's be honest. Did you really anyone care about that future? No, that future was shit. And to all future that's never happened. The only good story that came out of Future State was, Action Comics with the PKJ stuff, and that's it. Everything else, garbage. And the rest of the Future State is better. The problem from here is twofold. One is that John Stone's Superman series failed to take off. Yep, that book failed and made it all into a shit show. Comics is right. Son of Carol with all the Peter Silver book I might know all garbage. This book is shit. I know. It's not very genuine. Okay, the genuine versus that show was garbage. They fucking won. But this book all the garbage made no fucking sense. If you go to the store, that man fucking know I don't know shit. The rest of I just piece of shit book to bag. Oh, piece of shit of a book that need to die and go away and you never ever have it. This book is shit and this garbage gave me no fucking sense. Junk Man was garbage. It was Django was an awful character. The villain that they wanted, awful piece of shit. I hate that character. I hate Jay. I'm glad he's gone. Don't you? He's an awful character. This book was garbage. It made no fucking sense. We want this team back, not this piece of shit. But anyway, point. Oh, the men behind Vanguard are awful. Look, I've been seeing people trying to get an awful book. They're right. The book was shit. The rest of that book was better. Continue. I know I'm grabbing point, but they're right. Continue. They also said, one is that John So's human series failed to take off, and two is that Clark can't return almost immediately. They're all about that. Just 16 issue into John's run. Just 16 issue into John's run. Yep, yeah, come on. So, now, not only did John lose his great past potential, but his promised future was snatched away, too, leaving him in a nebulous gray zone. John Kerry was set up to become the Orange Superman with zero to rush build-up that made fans mad and at least promised something awesome at the end of the tunnel. What awesome? What are you talking about? No. No one liked Age of John Kent. There was something cool. It was a shitty idea. A shitty decision that should never have happened. I had to comment that part because no one liked that decision. It was terrible from day one. And shocker, it was a failure from day one. I'm leaving point. Continue. He also said that, quote, leaving him in nebulous gray zone. John Carter was set up to become the Orange Superman with zero to rush build-up that made fans mad and at least promised something awesome at the end of the tunnel, comma, only to smack right into a brick wall. Ha! Brick wall. That's funny. They're right. It is funny because he did win a brick wall. Literally. Yep. So now John is Superman alongside his dad, but because Clark Kent is the greatest superhero of all time in the lore, with more story under his belt than any other DC character, John naturally falls into Clark's shadow, and DC had no idea how to get him out of it. Gee, I wonder why. It also doesn't help that John's supporting cast didn't lead to much of a positive in prison. I had dreamed generally life, but he made limited Jay spent the first several years resisting me a former born Lois Lane. They're right! He wasn't born Lois Lane! Because he had to have a fucking character! Jay, had no character! That pink weirdo and all the Kevin did by landed fucking shit! What did Jay contribute to John? Nothing! He's a shit terrible person who's an old piece of shit, a villain, a man of an asshole scumbag! And I'm glad he got what he couldn't for him. Jerk! This guy could go and die for all I care. I mean, I'm glad he's gone 6. But look, yeah, I know you're a villain now, but honestly, who cares? He's gone, I don't do all for care again, and if he become a villain, fine! He can become a villain for all I care, I don't do all for care ever again. As long as he's gone from John, I'm happy for that situation. That situation finally solved when we don't do all for care ever again, and so that piece of shit. This guy can go away and never return for all I care. No one gets him with Jay, no one's cool, I hate that character. And they're right, he is bland and awful. Continue. In conclusion, so now DC is in a weird place with John. He's been aged for way too long to reverse it. Bullshit! You can still reverse it easily even with Bud Allen. But Bud Allen got DA John and not working John in his favor. What do you do with John? It's not that hard easy. It's simple. You can do a simple solution and solve the problem everyone wins. Have two Superboy. Have both the OG John finally return and have this new John be a different character altogether. Or if you can't do that, then fine, here's my backup plan. Have this one just be a clone. No, I'm serious, that can work. Have this John be a clone, and have the real John can return on a different station or try stage pod and probably have wins. But David, won't that confuse people? Maybe. But honestly, it's better than nothing, it's better than alternative than doing nothing. That they agree with me, John, the comment comes right. It's easy to do the mistake. It's not that hard, it's easy. It's so simple, it's not that hard. Bing! In fact, we have two White Westies. Why didn't that do with John? We got that for? What the hell am I saying? Why did I do that? That's a simple solution, and that's so easy. That's easy, and you can do it easy with White West. Problem solved. We have two Superman, Joe. New Superman, I know he's gone, but my point, you can do that same thing and it's all about easy. Or you have this John needs to be blue, the Teen John be blue and our John be red and problem solved. Those Superman were born to have a storyline for John and that would easily fix it. But I've been saying that for years. Anyways, continue. When the author said, quote, worse yet, everything they do with John seems to gear toward things happening to him instead of him doing anything. Yep, that is true. They're worried about that. Like, nothing been working. It's all been shit. Yep. It's good outside of instruments, so they have nowhere to go with him. Yeah, I've seen him for years. Yep. But they never spent that side who is a character outside of being human son. So they want to go with him. Worse yet, that would not mind. Everything they do with John seems geared toward things happening to him, instead of him doing anything. He would trap by Ultraman for years, with all the shit and garbage. The Superman would force onto him before he was ready. Then that responsibility was ripped away. Then you had a murder machine man the Waller. Gee, I wonder why. They set him up as a radical Superman who would push in ways his dad didn't. But they never let him do that. They never let John do anything. Yep, and go. Yeah, that's true. They worried about that. Like, he had done nothing at the ending. Secret Six has done Johnny Saber, and they don't kill all shit. This book would have failure of day one. And unless they're happy to shit about it, even Tom would be the book was garbage. But they'll let him that he's done nothing. What has he accomplished? Nothing! He's done jack and shit! And the story has not been nothing. No, nowhere. It's been a shit story and garbage and never let that go. They're right. John had done nothing! And it's just made the one job a mistake. The Coleman Secret Six has done more for John did character in its first 5 issues in the past 5 years, focusing on how the world kind of trying to force John to be a monster or go further than he is right. I get J person on his own. Not really. John has done nothing in that story. No, I'm serious. What he done in Secret Six? Nothing. All he's done is just, I'm making Jay. No, and Jay's like, fuck you. I'm leaving. Because I'm an asshole. And fuck you, John. You don't believe it anymore. I will hunt you down and I will be a mastermind. Because I'm a genius. Good luck, Jay. Good luck, Jay. I hope your future will go downhill to shit. And for one, John, Jay actually make a point. You know, he's a psycho murderer, a complete psycho. I hate that character, so I want to be a murderer, so be it. Trying to get gone, don't do that whole kid up again. I know I'm rambling, but these are important. And yes, well, Nicole Man's Secret Six one did help Jay. It didn't help John at all. John did nothing in order to fix it. It made nothing. It made nowhere. He did nothing. And that sucks. But again, that story got more a Dreamer story and a Jay story than a John story ever. Johnny felt like supporting character in that entire book. But be honest, that book is just made for Dreamer, and that's all it was, and for Jay. Not for John. John got nothing in that story, period. That part I disagree 100%. Let it be. I'm going to make a point. Continue. The Coleman Secret Six did more for John J. Carey for 5 issues in the past 5 years, focusing on how the world kind of trying to force John to be a monster or go farther than anybody is right. That's get Jay putting on his up. John Gay has 200% of the character. He's not just a clone of his father, but can't hold just as much hope as he does. And can't be Superman for a different generation. No! Stop calling him Superman! He's Superboy, not Superman. I don't let that go. Stop calling him Superman, it never worked. They really need DC had no idea how to run him for the character. Gee, they really need to figure it out. Because they're wasting one of the best in a decade, and John Kent deserves better. He does deserve better. That part I agree with him and say he does shit. Heck, even my own comment agreed with him and say John ate out of build. Shocking. Yep. And that's the only show. So yeah, DC knows what to do with John Kent. He's fucking the character and no one doing period. Secret Six does not help. Secret Six did nothing. And this shit does not help. This was garbage and that's shit. Stop showing him be ate up with garbage and being told by Ultraman. Stop it. Also, it just Superman also was garbage, but that went nowhere and meant nothing. This part this was great. All this is all bad. Actually, Power did nothing and what's the other episode better? Honestly, no one gives a damn about that way shit. It was a terrible idea, not interesting in this shit. Also, for the record, in generality, right, this dude didn't fix John's trauma. His trauma is still fucked. We care more about these two parents than these 5% for years. It doesn't matter. Anyway, point. Well, Secret Sigma, the final issue was a fine final issue for all for Jay, but for John, not so much. Anyway, he's not wrong to me. It's nothing. Jay is terrible. I hate Jay. I'm going to go to jail again. And Jay also cared. F J. Yep. So I'm going to it doesn't matter. Yep. And that's the whole show. So yeah. Corey Coleman John can't do the character. And I'm not surprised. His character's so fucked. And at this point, there's nothing we can do. We're screwed. But we'll see. But won't they call me Big John today? I have no idea. But honestly, at this point, whatever. Time will tell what that's the reason. We'll see. But since Secret Six is over, I'll see John future everything will come in soon. His character is fucked. But that's me. I still mean he should go with my plan and give the Kid John Cat back to normal. Or give the Kid John Cat back. But that is me. Time will tell, we'll see. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, John and the character got screwed, and we're screwed, period. Yep. Yeah, that's all. My fault, though. As y'all know by now, John is my favorite character ever. Like I said before, please don't watch it. I like this character. I don't care about him. Heck, my favorite anime John is my kids who tend to start out the kids are my kids say they me Alton character. The Supers are my favorite team. I know the guy loves the team Alton team, but team ever. So they destroy this shit. I will always like to fight the team there. I always defend the team. Awesome, my team ever. So I'm gonna destroy this shit. I don't know where to go. Like I said, this kid awesome kid. 10 years of KSD and Autumn Care being with Superboy and Autumn Care. Having said that though, George we have to homecoming when they come. Yes! They're 100% right. What story have we got a John age up? Answer, nothing! Every story we got all been failure. Man, oh my god, this story we got from John I think for years. Oh wait, actually we had John to be with all the story about it, and that's what it made sense. This is great, and everything has been failure. Every story we got either been failure. This was shit. This is amazing. This was garbage, and I said the bad. Oh, it's amazing. I love it all. Well, Jude, alright. I salute them. This is awesome. Yep. Well, I saw four please, John Gale made great on with the kid on the and knew what they were doing, and not it. And actually, both Tomonte and Dan Jerry knew how they did it and make it work. Taylor failed. Then nothing. Taylor failed. Bennett failed. They all failed. Everywhere I failed John and shitty a situation. This book is a failure, and I said a book about Peter's silver book, and my point. The point is, John did not been good either, and not been well on a failure. They were shit. Connor deserved better, but you got my point. Point John has been either by failure, and this kid has not worked. He worked by the kid, I don't know where to go. George everything comes duck on says, no, not everything. Well, like I said, but the one thing I do is to do John and to write it in and tunnel, but that's all shit. Like, what are you talking about? Nothing came out of that tunnel. Every book I've ever failed and I find the lead. Like, we just failed? Secret Six was nothing interesting, and what's set up a basic baby shit show. And they're right. Every story has not fucking worked. But like I said, the only good story we got out of manager of bullshit, check out my Green John. But let's go back to that panel. I ain't talking about the panel for a sec. Okay? Right. The only thing that came out of that Secret Six was Jay Nakamura leaving John, and that was a good thing. I hate Jay, and that's it. That's all we got to do about this story. It's Jay Nakamura leaving John, and he's leaving John forever, and that made me happy. I hate that character, so we just got away that problem. That's the thing that made me happy because I hate Jay. I hate that character. I want him gone, and I thought he's gone. Thank fucking God. Jay is gone forever. I don't want to do that character again. And we solved that problem. So yeah, that's the one good thing came out of Secret Six. This piece of shit is gone forever. I don't see it ever again. That solved that problem. My point is, John deserves better than this piece of shit, and DC needs to make John better, not one of my shitty writers. Well, not again, she's a good writer, not against her with Dreamer. That's her pet part, that's fine. But, let's be honest, did anyone care about Secret Six? Not really. I didn't give a damn about it, and I tried. I tried my best. My department would be all 60, but I just couldn't do it because I just got so enraged to the point that, well, I just couldn't do it. I just celebrate this shit like a mother shit. That's the only thing I celebrate. Everything else, not so much. But my point is, John deserves better than this piece of shit, and I'm just gonna say he's gone forever. Now, John with Dreamer, not really, because I don't really care about Dreamer. She's not a bad character, she's not that interesting, and I just care more Jeremy cares today than him being a Dreamer, because Dreamer might care, I don't care about her much. She's not a bad character, she's just not into me, but that's my I know she'll be Dreamer great every time more you got invited to be Dreamer. For me, I just don't care about Dreamer. Do I see John dating Dreamer? The comment is right, actually, it's happening, but for me, I don't want that to happen, but that's me. But anyway, that's it. My point is, Coleman and I made a lot of good point, they made a lot of good point, it made sense, and John had ate up a team of a failure. Every good event failure. Now, how do I make DC can fix their mistake? Simple, really. I asked them all the time, get Kid Junkhead back. If you want to keep the 8 of Junkhead, fine, but have the way of Junkhead be another kid altogether. Just do a shapeshifter. Same with freaking Critical Syndrome, he could be doing from, same with the Matrix. Actually, you know, that's not a bad idea. Take down Matrix concept and Supergirl, but prior to this John Kent, that could work. Okay, for context. Matrix Supergirl is actually a Supergirl for another reality when General Zod they destroyed an entire world, and it ultimately to Matrix and Superman to team with the fight General Zod. Yeah, it did result out the entire world getting blown up because that unit was fucked. So it's so common and confusing. But the main wrong, she's great a trooper in that world. Again, long story. It's confusing, and she married with win the damage. Again, long story, and the main wrong is she's a poor partner of another universe. That's all you know, and she helps humans see it. So take that entire concept of the Supergirl, but transplant that into this John Kent. Think about it. You can still have the 8 of John Kent, yet and still have me by second, like who cares, it didn't matter to me, but have that same story applied to 8 of John Kent. That way you still keep the 8 of John Kent around, but you bring out the 10-year-old John Kent back to normal and everyone wins. Will people get mad? Probably, but you know, it's better doing nothing, it's better turning into a giant shit, it's better doing nothing. Will DC take that bait? Knowing that they won't pull that trigger, but look, I'm on the solution. I'm always doing a 5th-day mistake. I'm doing nothing. And I see an $100 mistake and to take this concept, but transplant it to the 8 of John Kent and it will work. You can still have the 8 of John Kent, but then you have the real John Kent to come back and everyone wins. It's that simple. It's easy. Take this concept, take the Supergirl idea, transplant it to the 8 of John Kent, and then win. You still have Dick John Kent yet to exist, and then have Dick John Kent come back. Everyone wins. I get my John Kent back, and people get the 8 of John Kent, and everyone wins. Problem solved. That way I get Super Son back, and everyone wins. Would what? Will DC pull that trigger? At this point, I have no idea. But better doing nothing, even down shit. Better doing nothing. But I've been saying that for years. Will DC pull that trigger? I doubt it, but I can dream, I can hope. Look, I'm on my solution or nothing, and I gotta report that trigger, damn it. Like, come on, there's so many stories to tell John Kent as a little kid. We are not going to see the continuity of John as a still little kid copying a beacon, or nobody knows, actually Maya, and that story could have been great. There's so many stories to tell John Kent as a kid, and John Kent doesn't get any of stories! What if the better TV ate up John? Oh, he's about to care! Who fucking cares about that shit? That's stories that mean nothing! That's not going to all of our force gimmicks that failed! Nothing has worked! Like, this had failed. Not Super Saiyan was success. I won't make them a Super Saiyan like that. This would work. This worked. Not that piece of shit. Not Bendis. But Super Saiyan Tomorrow was great. I'm enjoying okay, kids to be a team. We deserve that team. We want this story. This story is something to find. Want this, damn it. Thank you, Tumblr, for giving me awesome ideas. Sounds great. But there's so many things to tell them a kid when they're gonna see. We want more of this, and this, and this, and it. Yes, I know these are different orders, but my point still stands. But we want more of these stories. These stories are far better than every 8 of John story ever in failure. Not this piece of shit. This is good, but my point still stands. But we want more not team, right? But like 10-year-old John Kent. This kid is like better than nothing ever gonna work. Kid John makes that all the characters to move forward and me and Cameron on love. Hey, have Kid John deal with the The twins. That's the odds I'm like, they'll do that. Oh, this is really on my push was that. Point, Jonathan, we want more of this story on this, damn it. Now, well, did he pull that trigger? I've been a Susan, baby, it can work. Heck, when Chris Kent back in Jonathan, I mean, this kid back in Jonathan with D.A. John Kent, it can work. Look, I'm looking for solutions. I'm trying to fix this rule into nothing, and I can figure this way back in my head. In fact, it'll be awesome and the fun. My point, Jonathan, is us John Kent fans are better than bad stories. Not this piece of shit. But Jay's gone and don't care of again. This guy's gone and problem solved. My point at the green, John, I don't go with it, is that we want more of these stories that are awesome and then we can work maybe into the fun. No more A-Duff junk and nonsense. You make point. Like, look, like I said before, I'm doing solution. I'm trying to fix the mistake instead of condemn it. I'm trying to fix the rule of nothing. Well, did you pull that trigger? I have no idea. But I'm being a solution of nothing. I'm trying to fix the mistakes everyone done and shit. No, they won't listen to me at all. But my point is it. Point is, we want more G.A. John Kent instead of bad story, not this story. Do you want this character back? And I've been saying that for years. My point and where I'm going is that every story is A.F. John Kent failure. It's how did DC make failure and just give it to John Kent back, damn it. And for the photo, yes, I know G.A. Look, obviously for you, Kid John Kent made a lot more sense. Teen John Kent has not worked and has not been working since then and not been working. This character has not worked for years and been a failure. Coming to conclusion for one, I agree that 100% right. This character has failed. It's hard to get the Kid John Kent back we don't love, damn it, and fix it for him so. But Tavia, even if you bring Kid John Kent, what do you do with the Teen John Kent? As I said before, there's so much solution I want to fix that problem. It's easy and I can do it in 2 seconds. Have Teen John Kent be another character in another universe, be another John Kent in another universe and problem solved. Will he be for Earth 3? Look, imagine one of him be for Earth 3. Problem, Earth 3, after he's Earth 3, the villain universe, I can't do that, so I must want to make that John Kent villain. We can't do that. Look, there is another way. Another option, generally, have this Teenage John Kent be from another universe. Or from another Earth. Not Earth 3. Have him be from just a random Earth from the multiverse, similar to, not Wild West. Similar to another character from the DC universe. Yeah, 100. Yeah, do the 100 idea. Take the 100 idea, but jump out to the Teenage and Rouge John Kent get saved and everyone wins. It's that simple. Will DC pull that trigger? No. But I'm fun for Susan, baby, or nothing. Actually, you know what? Backup plan. Take the whole Wally West idea with Wallace West and do it with this John Kent. Okay? Yeah, okay. A little backstory. Basically, back in 2011, DC did New 52, and it's a whole wrong can learn. It made wrong too. They made a new Wally West who played Wallace West. And yeah, this character just started Rocky Road, who was a kind of messed up character, and just really not anything. Wasn't Wally West. And it took a year for this character to get his own footing. But DC finally said, fuck it, we're not doing the game when we Wally went back. But you still kept the other Wally West, and you kept 2K existing. Take this exact same concept, but transplant it into John. That way, we get both Kid John Kent, who are Super Sent back, my 7 crew, we get the Kid John Kent back, and one keep the A John Kent, fine. But have the A John Kent to still be a different character and promise that everyone wins. Now, what is their name is character John? No. Have the Teenage John Kent be Jordan Kent. Have D.A. John be, John Kent. That way everyone wins. We keep D.A. John Kent back normal. We keep Kid John Kent back normal. I mean, little boy John Kent kick ass every day. And you can still have the A.F. John be whatever. He can be a dreamer. Everyone wins. Problem solved. We solved your problem. We solved your problem. We get the Super Saiyan band back my different crew. We get Super Saiyan with Super Saiyans. And you get A.F. John to do whatever he wants. And problem solved. Everyone wins. It's simple solution. It's easy. There. I solved your John Kent problem in 2 seconds. Money, please. You get my point. Look, I've been saying it for years. You get 100 damage in 2 seconds, and you can give it to normal, and everyone wins. Will DD pull that trigger? No. But hey, I'm being solution. I'm trying to fix mistakes instead of doing damage, and I'm trying to undo damage and get bad mistakes. Do I agree? Comment? It's too late to DA them? No. It's never too late. There always is a way. Wait till you reverse it? Fuck off. There always is a way to undo the mistake and undo the mistake. I've been saying that for years. But I've been saying it for years at this point, and fucking they won't listen to me, but you get the point. My point, I'm finished solution or nothing. That is me. Okay? Bottom line is, in general, John Cena is Superboy after deserve someone better. He's a great character who deserved after the glow after with his peers and deserved to be a good character and the character we don't love. Dude, when he got to develop like the naturally for 10 years, why can't we get the same develop with John? Why is so damn hard to get that story? But they've been too damn hard to get. I don't fucking care. There always is a way to get kids younger and develop a story naturally. We could have got to that point. You cheat with a failure. That thing failed at the child book every failure. And if John did not work, it's high time you fix the mistake. But come on, I love that story with John can be a baby at the awesome baby with Chicken Demon. That's a good idea. I would read that story, that'd be awesome. My point is, there's so much story to tell with 10-year-old John Kent after it, and so much to tell. It can move forward. It can work. It's an easy solution. It'll be an awesome story and bad and fun. What story you got with either gentleman good? Nothing! All been failure. Secret Six was just whatever, who cares? Dark Cry was not John Kent, that's more of a that's more of a crazy story with Billy and no one cared. Sonic Hell was a failure. You make a point. Every program is failures. Nothing has worked. So how can we make failure and just admit defeat and give a 10-year-old John Kent back? Or if you want to keep both John Kent and everyone wins. Look, I've been saying it for years. DC knows they don't do it now, and Comic-Con's right. They don't do it now, and we undo mistake. Do I want to see a younger Dreamer? I don't care about that. Whatever, who cares? It doesn't matter to me. But, whatever. Someone tell me that's the way we see. But my point, we want real John and back a heartbeat. After teenage John Kent, you can do whatever. My point is this. Point in general, just give a 10-year-old John Kent back. That's all we want today. That's me. Anyway, I'm glad for this video way too damn long. I need to so. In conclusion, general, I agree with this article. This article 100% right. DC doing John against Superboy. They have no idea to do with them. They're right. And at this point, general, it's high time DC on fixing their mistake. Like I said before, please, general, I would just get G.A. John Kent normal. I would get like 10-year-old John Kent back. That's all I would do. If you want to keep G.A. John Kent, fine. But at least freaking Susan and nothing. You can still have this teenage John Kent do whatever he wants, but have 10-year-old John Kent come back and everybody wins. Heck, Superman training proving more and more that a 10-year-old John Kent can work. You can have both John Kent say problem solved. Have 10-year-old John Kent come back and have 8-year-old John Kent do whatever how he wants and problem solved. Heck, it's the thing about it, general. We kind of have that same thing with Connor Kent, with John Wayne Kent. Who's John Wayne Kent? Okay, John Wayne Kent, the can of worms, and I don't have time with him, but come on, he's not a son of Superman Lois Lane, but he's the son of New 52 Superman, New 52 Lois Lane. So, don't be not get it back. That could be no retcon after he fixed that mistake. Okay? To make a short version, John Wayne Kent is a psychopath murderer from alternate future. Don't ask. He's from Harvest. He's a terrible character. But like John Kent and Johnny, he got each other own storm from him, and it could be psychopath murderer. But to be fair, he did get kind of redeemed, sort of, with Connor Kent saving him. It's complicated and confusing, but why not take that same point, just bring this old character back from the dead, and have, well, him beat the teenage John Kent. That way you have John Wayne Kent, who can still have him return, and have 10-year John Kent return, and they fix the problem and it wins. You can have both John exist, and it wins. It's a simple solution, it's easy, and that way we get all John Kent back, and you have this guy get redeemed, and everyone wins. It's simple, easy, simple solution. Was everyone problem? No. But better doing nothing. It's a simple solution, everyone wins. Look, I'm the solution, baby. I'm trying to fix mistakes and try more problems, but I've been saying that for years. But that's me. Look, would I take actually this character at the end of the day to bring back my 10-year John Kent? Of course I would, a heartbeat. I would bring back an old concept, but do it better, and have this all John Kent return, everyone wins. It's easy, simple, easy solution, everyone wins. John Wayne can be redeemed. You can redeem this asshole, and have real John Kent, 10-year John Kent come back, everyone wins. I know I'm stuttering it here, but yeah, it's right. And for I'm finished solution with nothing. And I know I went all over the place. but frankly, I'm just trying to fix mistakes so I undo more damage. Does that make sense? You make points. I mean, I think that's video. What is that wrong? And you got yourself. Okay? Final thoughts on DC Ruin John and Superboy and they don't know what to do with them. Do a comment in the article. Yes, this article is proving more and more that DC know what the hell we're doing, and John is going to pretend to care that they know what to do with them, and they don't know how to fix them. Like I said before, please, there's so much you want to do the mistake, and he's doing to get to John came back. You can still have Kid John get returned, everybody wins. That way, you don't piss off any other people off, you get Real John back, 10-year John back, and 7-year John can go away, who cares, and you can easy solution. There's so much sooner to fix a mistake, it's easy. I think a solution in actually 2 seconds. I give you so many options, and they can do whatever I want option, and it can work. As for Teenage John Kent, who cares? He can go away for all I care. Like, at this point, honestly, I'm trying to fix you with nothing. Let it be. But I do agree on one thing. They need to do something with John and undo mistake, and just undo awful mistake and just give it with 10-year John Kent back. That way, everyone is a solution. And they're coming up on Humans away. DC has ruined his character and did all they do with him. They need to do something with him and fix the mistake. Let it be. I thought she was going to get 10-year John Kent back. But that's me. Anyway, this video, what did you do wrong? I need to grab yourself. Anyway, John, I'm tell. I think it's for it. Item, item. Don't about DC ruin John against Superboy after they still don't know what to do with him. I'm not quite, that's how we did wrong. I'm gonna make a short title. But DC ruin John and Sam Kent and or something like that. I'll think of a better title. Pre comment emoji. You guys think of ancient news. You like it, you hate it. I should be on Twitter. Freedom Scum. I tell Twitter I look at the bell, okay, I have some story. Have a guest at the web and I'll talk about it. On game. Good story. I wrong with John and Superboy and wrong with 10-year John Kent. Oh, Kid John Kent. DC, fix this shit, damn it. After Secret Six that series, yeah, I don't care about the series. Better be. Pre-owned comment. You guys think of ancient news? So I get you hit it. Watch your video on Twitter. Look at the bell, okay, I have some story. Have a guest at the web. And I'll talk about it. Okay, 1 minute. Please comment down below. How do you feel about article hold? Do you be an article 100% right? Or do you be the 100% wrong? Please comment below. Watch the video on Twitter. Look at the bell, okay, I have some story. Have a guest at the web. And I'll talk about it. Okay, good story. Bye. On good story. Bye. Easy. And wrong with the super sense. Bye. Bye.